Spring is coming, and the groundhogs are all out there trying to figure out when it's going to happen. But here at the Weather Network, we've got the greatest prognosticator of them all, Dr. Doug Gillum.
Well, the meteorologists at the Weather Network have a different approach. We actually look at the weather instead of our shadows. We're looking at weather patterns around the globe, and we're looking for clues as to how those weather patterns will change over the upcoming days, especially the weeks and months ahead as we head into spring. One of the keys to what we do is that we look at what's going on right now and how that will change, and we look for years in the past that had similar patterns, and we study those years very closely to see whether those years were associated with an early spring or maybe a delayed arrival to spring.
Two key factors to these patterns that Doug and the meteorologists are looking at are the effects of El Nino and La Nina. Whether we're coming or going from one pattern to the other changes the shape of the weather patterns we will see. However, I think our groundhogs are missing something critical.
We live in Canada. 6 more weeks of winter is just about guaranteed. The key is whether it's going to be 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, and the poor groundhog doesn't even have a way to give us a heads up that that is a possibility.
Does Doug have a sneak peek for us? Of course I asked him that.
Many of us are going to be teased by spring before we see the real thing. And it seems like every year, spring takes longer to come than we expect, probably because we want it to come more quickly. I do think this year in particular, many Canadians, we will have our patience tested waiting for consistent warm weather.